If you've been wondering how you can make 19,000 Rand alternative income in South Africa with student accommodation, my good friends, I bring you a good deal that you can do that here at the TJ Tribe. Our job is always to bring you some good deals, and I've been doing this for a minute. And if we are meeting for the very first time, worry not. Every Wednesday at the top of the hour, 7 o'clock, I bring you a good deal. It might be a student accommodation or it might be a flip, because as and when I'm not doing student accommodation and it's an autopilot during the year, I also get to do what we call flips, buying a property and then you add some value and then you sell it for a profit. But today's video, it is a deal for student accommodation in Johannesburg. This is a great deal, in my view, for anybody who's starting off. Why? Because the property is already set up. Yep. It already has students on it. Yep. It's in a great location. Yep. And it's dictating not so much money. If we are meeting for the first time, my name is TJ, your host, and I'm a former banker and founder here at the TJ Tribe. And I do business with a focus in student accommodation, flips, which is buy and sell, and coaching, with the hope that all of us, as young, upcoming modern parents, we can be able to have passive income from real estate. Welcome to the channel. The deal that I'm going to bring to you, my good friends, is in an area that is called Jan Hofmeyer. Yeah, I know some of you who have been staying in Johannesburg for a long time, you're like saying, where? Jan what? There's a neighborhood that is called Jan Hofmeyer right here in Johannesburg. But the property that we're talking about is a deal in Jan Hofmeyer. You might know where the flying squad, the 10111 flying squad is located. So there's an area that's called Brixton. Next to Brixton is another neighborhood that's called Westin. Next to Brixton, just across the road, there is a cemetery. I think it's a Muslim cemetery, if I'm not mistaken. But what I want to share with you is that across the road is the neighborhood that is called Jan Hofmeyer. Yeah. So 10111 flying squad has its head office there. So you are actually, if you are to buy this property, you are sharing the wall. I'm sure of that. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think you'll be sharing a wall with the 10111 flying squad. You know, dun, dun, dun. You know, back in the days, I used to think that maybe I can be a policeman, but then I realized that some horror things that happen being a policeman. Nope. No, thank you. So I chose not to. But let's come back to the deal. If the property is in Jan Hofmeyer, so which students or which university is the property going to feed? In this case, my good friends, UJ, University of Johannesburg, is literally down the road. So for that reason, all of the students actually that are on the property at the moment, within this year's intake, they are all from UJ. So there is students on the property. The property is selling for a whooping 1.5 million. The seller has agreed that they will take 1.5 million. And there's a couple of things that are on the property. But before we do that, let me show you a video of this place. It's a very small place in Jan Hofmeyer, but they have done some very cool things around it. It's currently bonded with Standard Bank, the bank Standard Bank. And for that reason, I'm sure that it can be funded with Standard Bank again, right? Obviously to the next person. But let's jump on into the video and see what the property is looking like. Bingo! Welcome back. You saw that property is, it looks like it was an old house, and surrounding the house, what they've just done is to put some rooms. And within these rooms, they've also put toilets, a shower, two of them. And that means that you, my good friends, can then be able to make some money on it. If it's selling for 1.5 million, today's deal, it's a cash deal. It really makes sense if it's a cash deal. So if you're one of those people who have 1.5 million and you've been trying to figure out what do you do with your money, well, you can be earning 19 million on the deal. However, I'm going to tell you of another trick at the end of the video on what you can do with this property here, if you're to buy it with a bond. But I think let's focus on the cash deal because it just makes sense. The owner says to me, hey, they're just willing to dispose it for 1.5 and with everything that is in the property. So let's do the description. What's in the property? There's 8 students that are on the property, living on the property at the moment as we speak, collecting rent. Over and above that, there is, of the 8 students, there is 8 bedrooms, right? Within these 8 bedrooms, there's 2 showers that are separate and 2 toilets that are separate, and an additional combination of 2 showers and 2 baths. So which means that there is around about 4 facilities to be shared, and basically 1 toilet or 1 facility to 2 students. That's what it basically means here, right? Over and above that, the property is NSFAS accredited. Some of you would know the rate for NSFAS for this year. If you don't know, what are you doing in student accommodation? The property is zoned for a commune, so which basically means that there is students that can stay there, and the number of students is stipulated in the commune document. So which will mean that your rates and taxes will be as normal because now you've asked for consent. This was long done already for you, so you're just buying and carrying on. There is furniture in the property. The students are comfortable with the furniture that's readily available. There's also a backup generator on the property, and you did see at the beginning of the video, there's a huge JoJo tank with a pump at the back, which feeds to the property, which also brings down your water usage on the property because you're using the borehole water. So it's an amazing property, I think. 1.5 million. You got 8 students, and that's what the deal is all about. Okay, now this particular property, my good friends, what do you need to do if you're keen on the deal? You say, hey TJ, I'm keen on this deal, let me jump onto it. Right, the first thing is that the offer has already been agreed upon, so there's a standing offer. We have put in the offer on your behalf. 1.5, it has been agreed. They want to clear off the bond, and soon after that, you take over the property. If you're interested in the opportunity, my good friends, we've got a new link that is called www.thetjtribe.com/my rental deal. Some of you are like, hey, this is new. Yes, it is new. And this is in the bid of serving you better. We just realized for some people, you know, all they're interested is in rental opportunities. So we want to know who you are so that we can be able to see how much you qualify for. Tell us how much you qualify for in the form. Tell us how much you have cash. And obviously we can then be able, when these opportunities come like this, because we know your budget, we can already send you all of these deals without some of these deals coming through here. Some of these things happen in the background with some of our teams that focus on this. So fill in the form, my good friends, if you are looking for good rental opportunities. Good rental opportunities, what do you need to do? And then thereafter, you just need to wait for a phone call from us. We will verify you, see whether you've already been pre-qualified for a bond or not. If you haven't, we'll help you with that process. Our office is geared for that. And then thereafter, my good friends, the deal will come to you. And all you need to do is to say yay, like you can be able to do on this particular deal that we have spoken about. So it's great hanging out with you today. Was this a good deal? And hey, I forgot to mention, we are still in the month of February, and we are giving out a cool book here. This book here is one of the, I don't want to say one of the books, it is the book that got me to be awoke in terms of investments, in terms of doing property. And basically it is the book Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Robert Kiyosaki wrote this book. I'm sure so many of you have gone to his conferences and so on. And if you have you read the book? What has the book done for you? Now in the comments, I'd like you guys to, we're running a competition for the month of February. Those that are going to get, those that are going to fill in, participate in the comment, you stand a chance to win this book. And basically all you need to do is you need to comment with the phrase Feb, F-E-B, and then you comment. You either comment on the video for today, or you add in and ask a question. We like being asked questions because this channel is built on the things that we do here, the deals that I'm involved in, what I'm learning, and I share that with you. So we also want to hear from you. But above that, I'm going to be giving away this book in the month of February. So you stand a chance to be drawn in the competition. All you need to do is comment Feb and then something else, whatever that is. And then obviously we'll put you in the month-end draw. We'll send that through to you. This book here will be able to come to you, my good friends. And hopefully if you've never read it, it can also open up your eyes or your mind or both. And who knows, the world is your oyster, my good friends. So until we see each other again on the next deal, it is I, your boy, TJ. Stay well. Boom.